on the books since 1996 that allows local school districts to borrow money from the state. It says the state may lend money to local school districts for the sole purpose of building new buildings. That's not raising taxes, that's not asking for mill levies, that's not passing a hat, that's just borrowing money at a low or no interest rate loans so they can build a new building. And my thought is, if you've got a building that's literally falling apart, that's bleeding energy, it's bleeding money and heat and energy.
Or it could be a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Or a tort suit waiting to happen. And even if you're protected by, whatever, it's still really bad press. It's still really bad public relations with the people
and it makes Colorado look bad.
And it makes Colorado look bad. And let's not forget about the moral fact that a young person, a child who was going to school to learn, was injured in the process. But let's take away the horror story. Let's just talk about the very basic things we know are happening. We know they're losing money in energy costs. Isn't it possible that if we bulldozed that building and built a new green building in its place, there's just the energy savings, the savings and maintenance could very well pay the mortgage on this new building?
Exactly.
Now that's thinking outside the box. That's just taking available monies, taking the monies you're already spending. If you're spending $25,000 a month on heating in a building that's for 1,200 kids, $25,000 a month is a pretty good mortgage.
That is.
About a $2.5 million mortgage right there. You can put a whole new building in this place, and you can provide adequate education for children. And guess what else will happen? You'll attract new businesses to the area, because when they Google that area and they go and say, where do I want to live? Where do I want to send my kids to school?
Green school.
Green school, brand new school.
Yeah.
Teachers are going to flock. I mean, it's a good thing. It's kind of like the whole field of dreams of the economy. If we build it, they'll come. If we can build higher education facilities that are inspirational, that are rigorous in their challenge, that just inspire people, they will come to Colorado.
They will.
For the right reasons. The reasons we want them to.
And the reasons we don't want them, which you talked about, is, in a right-to-work state,
right.
Come here, bring your company here, because you don't have to pay your employees good.
No, you don't have to pay your employees. You don't have to worry about providing health insurance. You don't have to worry about providing safe work environment. Just come to Colorado, and as your last step, before you head overseas,
right?
Come to Colorado. I don't want to attract companies to the state of Colorado with a slash and burn mentality.
We want companies that are going to stay and be a part of the community and provide a long-term benefit. That we provide a benefit of providing employees, and they provide a benefit of giving us a sound economy in the state.
I want them to come here because we've got the best and the brightest employees that they could find to hire anywhere. I want them to come here for the same reasons. That there's 1,000 good reasons to come to Colorado. Not the least of them is we have like the most 14ers in the world. It's 1,000 good reasons to come to Colorado. I want them coming here for all the good reasons and not all the bad reasons. I don't want them coming here because they can get $7 an hour employment, employees. I want them to come here because they can't find smarter people. They can't find more educated people. They can't find more qualified people than right here in Colorado. And then in the backdrop, you've got the most beautiful landscape that anybody's ever seen. That's why I want them to come.
And let's talk real quick about the right to work, which we're going to address right after the break again. I'm from a right to work state of North Carolina. You mentioned Georgia. And across the board, if you compare, and let's just break that down really quick. Right to work means that it's a situation where the union is not allowed to collect fees, or the employee can opt out of paying a union fee. And what that does is it reduces the ability of that union to collectively lobby and bargain for the workers' rights. And so what happens, although like Tabor, it sounds good on paper to the voter, down the road, any state where you have right to work, the wages compared to a state that has good union representation, every single job pays less, and there are a lot less employment protections. There's firing at will.
Well, the right to work has a twin sister called at-will employment, and we'll talk about that when we get back from the break, because when they work together, they work in conjunction to leave the employee powerless.
Right.
And that doesn't bode well with the employee. Doesn't leave them secure. It never makes them feel safe. But I think
we're up against time. We'll be right back. This is Wade Norris of Ultimate Politics here with Senate District 23 candidate Joe Whitcomb, and we're going to take a break and listen to a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Listen, I'd like to, if I can, for the folks who don't know me or haven't met me or know, there's some other issues that I can speak on in this show. I'm hoping posted. It's on. It's elect. My website is Elect Joe Whitcomb, and that's spelled WHITCOMB. ElectJoeWhitcomb.com, and you can correspond with me there. Send me an email. My phone number is there. I keep that phone with me all the time. So I look forward to hearing from you, get your interactions. I will respond to your emails very, very quickly. So make sure you write to me, ask me your questions, ask me hard ones. I like them.
Yeah, and there's lots of ways to contribute, so I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. You can volunteer or you can help in other ways. Our candidates need all the help they can get. And Joe Whitcomb, thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and for you guys out there in Greeley, Weld County, those areas, you've really got a good chance to elect a person with a real head on their shoulders that knows a lot about this state and your district. And we think he's going to do a great job with the state Senate. And we've got an exciting year. And just to wrap that up, we're going to talk about, real quickly, signing off, we got our February 5th caucus coming up. And if you're planning to vote, I hope you'll come out and caucus for your candidate. We've got a great field of Democratic candidates. John Edwards, I'm a fan of his. We got Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Dennis Kucinich, all still in the race. And if you have any questions about where you need to go to caucus, if you're not sure of your precinct, let me. I'm going to do something that the Dems are not going to like me for. But if you don't know where your precinct number is and where your voting caucus location is, you call the Colorado Democratic Party at 303-623-4762. Once again, this is Wade Norris. This has been Ultimate Politics here at Mile High Sports Radio, 1510 and 1570 AM. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, or if you have a comment, question, or otherwise, you can email me at wade@ultimatepolitics.net, and we will see you next time. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Appreciate it, Wade. Appreciate you having me.
We'll see you next time.